lost again. Kill those two, they start attacking him. That's when you pull the third one in. And he then gets pulled close enough to grab a worm. Then you have enough to spawn this guy with 7 left. Which goes down to 5. You have to wait for him to spawn in, or else you won't have enough. Two of these guys go in, they grab food, then they get chased back out. You have enough food for your workers.
The ants must fight.
You gotta wait for them to get pulled back here, or this guy will get attacked and die. Also, if you're holding Alt the previous mission, it seems that they stay ulted unless you tap Alt again. Which I'd rather they just were always ulted. Do this to pull the guys through. Sometimes they take a little longer there. They'll just sit there for a minute. See, like that. Oh, my food is stores. This is what I meant by there not being many rooms. I don't have enough for this yet. I don't have enough for this yet. What I do have enough for, with some cheesing, is this. So you pull them over here and you tell them
The battle has
to take
begun.
out one of these, and then the workers come in and act as extra defense. And then we have enough for to take out this one with some cheesing. By digging out
The ants
these
must
three.
fight.
See, it pulls all my workers in, so my workers act as extra guards. That also makes sure the developers aren't hiding any food. they've emptied this place of food, you can come over here.
The ants
Take out
must
this one,
defend
some more
themselves.
workers will come through. Take some more food. Alright then, you can't take out this one because that releases the spider and the ants. There should really be a block right here so you can just take out the spider. But if you attack this one, you'll get the spider and the ants. If you attack this one or this one, you'll just get the ants. I've played that area too many times, but I don't have enough for either of that. I do have enough for this area. And I almost have enough for that area. But there's not really many choices. You see, this area has no food. This guy, I don't quite have enough to attack. And even if I did, the tiger beetles don't have enough. Is that a tiger beetle? I don't know. Wood beetle? Doesn't look like a tiger. They don't offer very much food. These guys don't have any food either.
The ants must defend
you can dig out
themselves.
this part next. And you can't dig out the spider hole because the webbing slows down your ants, and it's just, you can't kill the spider. He's just invulnerable until you can attack him from behind. Like, you just won't have enough ants. So now I can take this, get all these larvae. I do wish you guys sped up the growth rate of these guys, like when there's no attackers, because then you just kind of wait for them. Because you don't have, on hard, you don't have, you can't wait, or you can't not wait. You need the troops, or you'll lose health, and therefore food.
The battle has begun. The colony is starving. There's not enough food to feed the new brood.
I wish it was made clear if it's better to have more troops or upgraded troops. I mean, I feel like it should be upgraded troops, right? Because otherwise, why upgrade at all? I mean, from a food perspective, upgrade should make more sense. And then you attack this guy for all his food.
The battle has begun.
Yeah, and see, they kind of wait there. They're a little... Take a second. Can't attack these guys because they will wipe out everybody like it's nothing. Can't attack... Well, you can't attack anything with a low score because anything with a low score clearly is of little threat and will therefore eradicate you instantly. It should really be related to how much of a threat that specific one is instead of how big that one is. Like, this guy is not a threat to me, but he is big, so therefore he gets the biggest score, right? Second biggest score. This guy's of even less of a threat at this point, but he has the largest score.
The ants will fight to the death.
Yeah, see, he's pathetic. That guy had a larger thing, but these guys, these 4 guys, could take out 40 ants easily. They've done it to me. I feel maybe this level would feel more skill based if you had more than 2 ants to pick from. Like, the worker's only purpose is to act as more, you know, egg layers, egg movers. But other than that, and maybe putting 2 down just so you can dig out a square. There's just not really much point to them. They're not necessary. But if there was a 3rd ant here, then that would allow you to have more variation. Because, like, now that everything here is dead, I could attack these guys with one of these 2 spots. I'd probably win, but I'd also take so much damage to my food supplies that it wouldn't be worth it. So I have to take out this guy next. By putting this here, digging out these 2.
The ants must
3.
fight.
Putting up all this front so he can't even come close to attacking my mortars. And then you gotta make sure your devs aren't hiding any food. But see, there was no other place to really attack. Like, I could attack these guys, but I'd take so much damage, nobody would realistically do that compared to this guy who had to be attacked next because he had no chance and because these were all here. Like, there was no other logical thing. You know, this had a bunch of the free food, and then it comes down here where there's all the rest of the free food. Like, sure, I physically could have picked the other guys, but there was no situation where you wouldn't logically pick these guys. Assuming you've played this level 7 times. And like that, is it better to have a 3 or a 2? Like, it'd be good for me to... I don't think that's in the tutorial. I know gaming the game can ruin the fun for some people, but I like gaming the game. Especially considering this isn't the hardest level. I don't imagine this how you do this on Insane. I mean, you'd have to physically pull out a piece of paper, write, okay, I'll attack this guy, then this guy, and then, like, you'd have to run through a certain thing where it was specifically the choices you have to make. I could attack these guys next, but my ants would die, probably. This is, like, here are my options. I could attack these guys. They don't provide much food, and they would probably eradicate most of my ants. These guys, they don't have any food, and my ants could probably take them. But why would I? Like, why would I lose the food at this level when I can come back later with a stronger army and wipe them out instantly, taking less damage to my food? I could come attack these spiders, but that's a damage to my food that's unnecessary for relatively little food. Could attack these guys, I'd probably win, but I'd take a huge hit to my food, as well as these guys. So I could choose between these two, but that's pretty much my only choice. Because the spider you don't want to attack from the front. That just doesn't make logical sense.
The battle has begun.
You could attack these guys. I've never attacked them before, so I can't speak to them. That's because you attack the wrong group and suddenly you have a million impossibly strong ants wiping you. That's the thing. There's not a lot of choice in this level, which is why it feels like a movie more than a game. These guys are normal ants. I'm pretty sure these guys are the high level ants, though I can't be sure.
The ants must fight.
doing pretty well here, but that's just because I've trial and errored this 7 times. I'm doing it exactly as perfectly as I physically know how. So I could attack these guys, but I think right now these guys are more vulnerable. Then I could attack. So my options right now are attack these guys, waste food attacking these guys, attack these guys, then attack these guys. Be extremely careful not to attack these guys. Actually, I think these guys are the higher level ants. I think I can just attack these guys. Yeah, these are level 2.
The ants will fight to the death.
And then stop the devs from hiding this food. And the problem with having all this is it's basic. I'm basically playing Minesweeper. And my memory isn't perfect, so I don't remember which ones are the impossible mines and which ones are ones I can actually attack. Oh, you know what? Let's attack this first. Be nice to get some stats on these guys. Like, even if I'm not told what is best to upgrade or whatever, be nice to get some actual stats.
The ants must defend themselves.
So I can figure that out for myself, at least, if I wanted to know that information. It's like I could attack these guys next, but logically, there's food down here. Because sneaky devs. And you have to come down this way because it's the quickest way to kill the spider.
The colony is starving. There's not enough food to feed the new brood.
That's a glitch. Hey look, sneaky dev food. I've never attacked these guys, but I don't know. I don't have any information, any clues, any hints or anything. I'm playing Minesweeper without the numbers, right? Because on this level, there's the level 3 ants who will instantly wipe you and make you completely start over. Like, I've had, like, level 39. 39 of these guys. 2 of them are workers, though. You'd think that would be able to take 4 units, right? It can't. I've tried it. They can't. They can take a ridiculous
battle
level
has begun.
of level 2s. Without even trying. I can't remember if it's this guy or this guy, but one of these 2 guys are instead of these 4, it's all of these that are the same fucking level. And I have no way of distinguishing so if I hit the wrong thing, I just have to mentally remember and start over for the 9th time. Like 8th time for me, I think. And that's just not fun. Oh, these guys are next. You see what I mean? There's no... It's not skill, it's restarting over and over. I wouldn't really call it trial and error, I would call it failure without a second option.
The ants must fight.
You know, there's... Trial and error isn't fun when there was never a situation where you wouldn't have failed. Right? Like, nobody did this in one thing. Nobody had the skill to do it because it was a random guess. $104. Let's see how much food they have. 3 of them. Let's see how much food 3 of them have. Seriously? 90? 3 of them? That needs to be buffed. It's not even enough for me to upgrade a troop without risking everybody. I'm not even gonna try these guys because these guys are gonna kick my ass. These guys, however, yeah.
The ants must defend themselves.
They're either tiger beetles or zebra beetles. I don't remember. But they're way higher level, even though they're pathetic. And they provide a bit more food.
The workers have done all they can to prepare this brood chamber.
I knew those guys were there because the other guy commented about it. And where else could they be? They could be here, but that would only be one of them. And he mentioned multiple. Yeah, see, they had way more food. Why are these thinner guys giving more food than the big guys? I am scared of the tiny ones. I am not scared of the big ones. Wow, they had a lot of food. These are going to be big, big wood tiger beetles.
The ants will fight to the death.
Holy shit. Well, I lost. That was it. Try selling off some of these very quickly. But I'm definitely not winning this.
The colony is starving. There's not enough food to feed the new brood.
Well, if they would grab the food, there would be enough food to feed the new brood. Why are these guys going to get food? Oh, they're bringing food to it. Well, I'm not gonna play this again because it's playing Minefield without the numbers, Minesweeper without the numbers.
The ants must protect the queen.
It's not trial and error, it's failure and then trying again. I guess I could have taken the spiders, but that wouldn't have been enough food anyway. It's just not fun. There's no I can't look at the game I played and say, here's how I messed up and here's how I can do better, because there's no the red indicators have nothing to do with how hard that room is. It just tells you the vague size of whatever is in that room. So I guess the main takeaway is the exclamation point should really tell me, like how much damage or how much health they have, not the size of the physical beast.